despite it being 3 and 4, to go back to the last time Mars eliminated Light from a bracket, you would have to go back to Smash. You'd have to go back to August. So all of those sets since that one have just been sets that Light has ended up winning in the run back. That's really important to remember here.
I want to talk about this set, though. We got Leviathan, the signature Leviathan Cloud. I say that because, you know, of all of the Leviathan matches we've seen today, I feel like the Cloud has come out in some very key moments.
Yeah, and it's very telling because most of the time Leviathan has played against Just Blue, he always decides to bring out the Cloud. This is one of the characters that Just Blue has a hard time fighting against. Obviously, Steve known to have a troubling matchup against Cloud, but whenever Leviathan wants to play hard, he wants to play hard with this Cloud.
That's a good point. I feel like, okay, I was going to say, I feel like I do see some very character-specific tech and, frankly, some like character-specific animosity that Sharp kind of brings out with the Cloud. Like, very specific matchups. You know, we'll see the Cloud come out and then some very angry back airs.
And, you know, also Just Blue having the high Akala attack, so why not also send the message with Akala's worst nightmare here, right? Cloud notably piloted by Spargo, who has one of the most dominant records on the #1 player in the world, of, well, frankly, the most dominant of anybody out there. And I think Leviathan here trying to do similarly and just utilize these forward airs, back airs, break down these walls, contest these pickaxe swings, and just find an ability to pressure Steve through his resources, not having to respect or smother him the way a lot of other characters do to shut him down.
Yeah. This is pretty interesting. Like, dash attack there was not something I expected to work, but the high recovery kind of made it a super nice tool right there. Oh, okay.
It also covers 2-frame on the ledge as well, so even if Leviathan tried to go low, it wouldn't have mattered.
Exactly, yeah, that's a good point. Okay. Some good damage here. Gonna have to make something happen pretty much back-to-back right now. A pretty solid deficit, but these back airs are finding the mark. A lot of damage right now, and the diamond may end up going to waste, and we see a couple more of these big hits from Leviathan.
That up it, smash, AG, he was trying to do it, but Leviathan not able to find it just yet. The diamond forward air double dip, gonna miss, and the climb hazard just not giving you enough quite frame advantage to find the up smash to close it out. That being said, it is still Levi's advantage here. Leviathan trying desperately to lock down on this stock because he's down 1 in turn, and every hit you take with a diamond, even if it doesn't kill, just does so much damage.
We're getting into the range where Cloud's normal attacks are starting to get KOs, even from center stage. Just Blue trying to find a way to get back onto the field, but deciding, you know, I'm just going to get back on. I'm going to throw out a smash. It's going to work out. Now you have Diamond again. You have Limit gone. Try to go in the air, but Just Blue's going to read that with the Diamond pickaxe back air. That is going to be game #1 for Just Blue.
Yeah, I think, unfortunately, Leviathan went a little too high for that chase. It might be better to kind of just play in a space where you can still threaten their landing, but maybe not commit so much that you go for that double jump or jump off the platform. I understand why you'd want to, especially, you know, if maybe the anvil's not in play, but trying to punish Steve in that spot is good, but you could also just do it by punishing the landing instead. So even with the block mix up too, I think Cloud is just so good in that spot to just kind of like threaten with short hop up airs or back airs. But we're not going to have to worry about that for too long. We see the character switch to Leviathan Zero Suit coming out for Game 2.
And, you know, we talked about characters, right, that we see character-specific tech, we see the comfort with, right, that are beyond Sharp's or Leviathan's normal rotating cast and are kind of that one step beyond for him in terms of commitment. And ZSS is that one character that no matter how far he strays, he always finds his way back to her.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of the story. So many counter picks come out, come and go, frankly, but there's some comfortability in the Zero Suit that we do not see on some of the other characters. So we'll see how it plays out here. Already looking pretty confident with some of these follow-ups. Ooh, triple back air.
It just works. I mean, Leviathan has been able to scatter most of these options. Laser not going to actually hit through the minecart, trying to find this aerial off the stage. Leviathan just not getting any KOs just yet, but he's looking a little bit better. But Justin was saying, you know what, I'm going to try to hit you as well, just trying to find that damage, just trying to find that KO. That back air is still barely enough to flip kick, going to keep Leviathan alive just a little bit longer.
And we saw the air dodge out of the blast zone there too, right? When you get sent to that top corner cross center, it's the one position that air dodge actually makes you just live a little bit longer than a jump out of the blast zone. So we saw Leviathan, at least for the moment, maximizing the stock, but still not able to close it out. However, in doing so, he does get to come back down, even it up, but losing his stock first cost him a diamond on the part of Just Blue, an advantage that is going to be huge for the rest of this game.
Yeah, we already see right now the combo starters are coming out. The shield did stay up pretty much the exactly right amount of time from Leviathan, but still taking a few hits here and a lot of percent. Trying to follow up here, and Nair's not going to do it. And the crafting table actually messing up both players' timing right now. Interesting. Okay.
Oh. Leviathan just barely able to break out of the situation with the back air. Trying to use these airs and aggressively, but his misspacing is costing him a little bit. But the back air on the ledge, trying to find anything. The plasma whip off the ledge, not able to get anything just yet. Steve tries to get back on stage, trying to go for a forward smash, not going to get anything. Grab into the pivot forward tilt, not going to get a KO. Another situation, back on the ledge. What is Leviathan going to do?
He turned up the dials there, looking for the plasma with the up air. The chase and pressure was relentless, Gerd. There was nowhere for you to go as Just Blue. You were getting sent off, he was trying to flip kick your light joy. You were afraid of a man possessed there.
Yeah.
Like, where do you go?
Oh, okay. The minecart actually working out wonderfully for Just Blue. Not going to steal the stock, but some good damage, good time to mine, which is pretty important. The resources are looking a little slim. Not going for the back air, it's going to be Nair forward air, set up for the edge guard here.
The tech is going to be huge, but it gives just a little bit extra, right? It takes away the frame advantage there from Nido Sharp, or by hitting that tech, that Just Blue can't find the punish anymore, even though he still gets back and gets the stage control advantage position. So small but optimal heads-up position there from Sharp to force that tech and get out of the position.
Leviathan taking 60, trying to get back onto the stage, just racking up the damage. Just Blue just trying to find a way to get the materials, barely having anything to use your attacks. You don't have much. You only have the gold in the back. You haven't even been able to unlock it yet. Leviathan trying to find that up smash, just barely getting it. No boost, flip kick, berry, and that interaction. Just Blue going to have a hard time getting back to the stage, just confident, sitting in the corner. The Zaire is just going to knock away. Oh no, what's going on?
Sharp's timing there as well, both to find the pivot grab, but also jump off some of those blocks before they broke. He has been locked down and found optimal positions. That could have been a boost kick, but just didn't lock it in. And it's going to be Just Blue somehow driving a pick right through that one and finding the aerial to close out the game. Beautiful stuff from him to lock it down. And hey, I mean, Leviathan doesn't have this set locked away yet, right? Just Blue just answered back with a game of his own. The question is going to be, how faithfully does he stick to this CSS?
I'm surprised. I think it's a tall order to hop back in when your opponent was at 170 and you couldn't find the stock. But there was like some very, very good aggression at the start. Wonderful option. All of them correct from Leviathan. If we see more of that in this game, I can see moving on, but right now it's still looking like Just Blue's show.
And both players are just scrapping.
Yeah.
The up smash able to catch the tech on the platform, I believe from the up tilt. That's going to be doing it for that. And Leviathan playing on the back foot immediately, only 30 seconds in.
And while you might think that scrap and scramble favors a character like ZSS with her frame data and movement, the thing is up tilt for Steve does so much against the jumps that ZSS wants to throw out, and unless you're finding your boost kicks like that to steal out stocks, every hit, every up tilt does an 80% strength, whereas ZSS at max is maybe dealing 30, 40 into a read, right? Just Blue's guaranteed punish is so much stronger that a scrap situation just doesn't work out the way that Leviathan wants it to.
Yeah, we're seeing right now even only 25%. The minecart opens up the stage, right back to mining. Good pressure here, though, from Leviathan to try and add on that percent, but every little trade is just more time for Just Blue to mine, more tools to get, and it's more and more materials, which is kind of what's so difficult for Leviathan to deal with. Oh, the Nair into back air, though. really good idea.
You really needed that. You had to close the gap in terms of percentage. That entire stock right now has been in favor of Just Blue, racking up 105, and now Leviathan is now trying to make this game a little bit more even. Nice parry, but no punish afterwards. We're going to see the Plasma Wheel off the ledge, but great DI from Just Blue, just barely living a little bit longer.
Finding the Electro Hitbox somehow there to get out of dodge, finishing out the crazy play, finding that reversal with a stock, and now Leviathan's nearing the end of the line, AG.
Oh yeah, it's not looking great. Last stock here, but 148, the Plasma Whip will do it. And now it's one stock apiece. Pretty solid resource bar here, but not tons of iron, which could be important. If we see Leviathan keep that pressure up, there's not a lot of time to mine, then maybe we can see that percent add up. But right now, even just every dash attack from Just Blue is just not looking good for Leviathan.
Right now, it just looks like Just Blue is just trying to push, get off me for Leviathan, trying to find that one material that's going to change this game. Leviathan putting on the pressure, racking up 72%. Gonna with a grab, gonna get punished with the dash attack and the forward air as well. Leviathan pushing on the pressure, avoids the anvil, getting more, getting the forward air.
And that high block placement was so key, too, for Just Blue. That low one as well, because they cut off the boost kick angles, right? They say, hey, Leviathan, you don't get to kill me on reaction here with your panic button. And you have to do it the old-fashioned way, and you just can't. How do you find your way around the anvil when you're forced to go low? Guess what? You don't.
Yeah, Leviathan had already